My friend, you are at the ass end of the Capitol Wasteland. If it weren't for Sierra, I'd be out of here. One thing I can tell you is stay the hell away from the Dunwich Building to the south. That place is bad, Mojo. I don't know what that place is about, but I hear about weird shit going on.
Welcome back to the Unexplored Capitol Wasteland. Situated in the rolling hills of the southwestern Capitol Wasteland sits the Dunwich Building. Before the Great War, this building was owned by Dunwich Borers LLC, which was a pre-war company specializing in acoustic borers used for excavation and mining. But today, over 200 years after the Great War, such history is a trivial matter. In the nearby village of Girdershade is Ronald Laren, who gives us a warning about the horrors within this building.
My friend, you are at the ass end of the Capitol Wasteland. If it weren't for Sierra, I'd be out of here. One thing I can tell you is stay the hell away from the Dunwich Building to the south. That place is bad, Mojo. I don't know what that place is about, but I hear about weird shit going on.
The Dunwich Building is infamous, not only within the world of Fallout, but also within the real world. So, let us find out what lies in this building and why it has become so famous. If you are brave enough to scavenge through the ruins, the location is in the southwestern part of the map. As you approach, you encounter a fairly ordinary building, but upon entering, you're greeted with a very graphic scene: a dead body over ammunition crates. Inside the ammunition box, we can find ammo and some frag grenades, which will no doubt be useful for a newer player such as ourselves. Staring down the hallway into the black abyss gives us an overwhelming sense of dread. In the nearby room lies several knocked down tables, a dead body, along with several audio logs detailing the miserable experiences of Jaime.
Why the hell would he come all the way out here? Dad's been a little nuts for some time now, but not like this. Leaving me in that crappy old hospital without waking me. Without a goddamn flashlight. I made enough selling the meds we scrounged to have kept us both fed at the colony for weeks. Now I'm almost out of rations, my shoes are pretty much destroyed, and I'm still chasing the old coot. By my last reckoning, he was headed south. Maybe I shouldn't have waited so damn long to start tracking him. Trail's gone cold. I'm gonna wander with these guys a while. They say they wander the area. Maybe somebody's seen Dad. These guys aren't who I thought they were. Jesus, they killed that family for a sack of rotten vegetables. Getting out of here next chance I can without catching a bullet. We had a caravan today. Trev didn't see the kid and got popped. I took care of Tawny right then and put one in Thor before he saw her fall. That earned me some grub from the traders. Even better, they saw Dad. He was in pretty rough shape, and and still has the goddamn book. Trader says it gave him the creeps. Me too. But it's good to know he's still alive, still headed south. He must have been trying to trap food here. I recognize his snares. I can make out a building on the horizon. That must be where he headed. If not, at least I get a roof tonight.
From these logs, we can gather that Jaime was a man searching for his father, who was a ranger, some kind of famous soldier from the western part of post-apocalyptic America. And we can also gather that Jaime's father was driven here by some kind of book, which also drove Jaime's father crazy. And in Jaime's search for his family, for his father, he was led here to the decaying ruins of the Dunwich Building, which serves as a gateway to hell. Our first encounter with the ghouls only serves as a painful reminder that we always must be on our toes when exploring the ruins of the Dunwich Building. While ghosts, cryptids, and the occult definitely are within the walls of the Dunwich Building, they are the least of our worries compared to that of the feral ghouls. Within this room we can find another entry from our friend Jaime.
Don't like the look of this place. Don't like the smell. Gives me the creeps. Don't want to risk a shot at the crows till I know what's in there. Sneaking in tonight.
Across the hallway, we find blood splattered on the walls and floor, a broken down door, and a dead body, an assault rifle at his hands. Something terrible happened here. We can find ammunition on the ground, frag grenades in a box, but no clue as to what happened. We're only left to imagine that this man was killed by several ghouls, and his body was left for the rad roaches. A Nuka-Cola Quantum, a rare find within the Capitol Wasteland, sits on the shelf. As we make our way upstairs, we are confronted with yet more ghouls. Their screaming can be heard echoing throughout the Dunwich Building. And on this floor, we can find the first signs that there's more than just ghouls within the walls of the Dunwich Building. As the body disintegrates, we're only left to wonder who or what opened this door. We may never know. Continuing along this floor, we can find booby-trapped terminals. Who booby-trapped them and why? We may never know. Not only are the ghouls a threat, but we have to wonder if the building itself might try to kill us. A collapse is possible at any second. The confusing maze of hallways, rooms with an empty bookshelf. It leaves us wondering what was happening in this building before the Great War. And as we look down below, we have to move forward. No matter how much our mind might tell us to go back, we have to investigate further. There has to be something down here. As we move into this next room, we find it riddled with blood. A skeleton, a face lays on the ground. As we interact, body parts pop out of nowhere. Something tragic and haunting has happened here. Who knows what? And in this room, we can find yet another journal entry from our good friend Jaime.
Raiders told spook stories about zombies in the ruins. Never saw anything like that where I come from. But Lord help me, they're real. Not quite what Thor said, but close. These things look... I think they really used to be people.
And that's when we make a terrifying discovery. We're only in the lobby of the Dunwich Building. We now enter a new section, known only as the Forsaken Ruins. We make our way up a staircase. This place is clearly falling apart. Clearly something paranormal is happening within the walls. And there we suffer a close call with a glowing one. We loot the dead bodies, and we have to use some of our very valuable stim packs, as we injured our leg in the encounter. We then head over to a terminal, where we find another journal from our friend Jaime.
God help me. I found Dad today. I didn't think it was him, but the face. The zombies didn't touch him. I think he was becoming like them. Didn't know it was him until I found that old book near him. No more killing. I just need to go. Can't forget the book. All I have left of him. It's warm against the stone. I'll just rest a while.
Next to Jaime's journal, there is also a locked terminal. Upon hacking and accessing the terminal, we can make some truly terrifying discoveries. First, we can learn that this terminal uses speech-to-text function, recording sounds that it hears around it. The first entry is innocent enough. It reads, "Memo to sales staff. In recognition of an exemplary quarter, Mr. Statham has authorized me to release sales staff early for the holidays." It was no easy task to release a new acoustic bore to a market used to conventional bit bore drilling systems. But thanks to your hard work, and acoustic bore drills are setting a new standard in the excavation industry. Thanks to your many private sales and procurement of government contracts, we'll all be in the black for the foreseeable future. Happy holidays from Mr. Statham and Dunwich Boars. Now, get home to your families. This entry, recorded on October 18th, was 5 days away before October 23rd. An unintelligible sound echoes in the building, the sound of nuclear fire raining down upon Washington, D.C. And in the next journal entry, we can even see more sounds from the end of the world. The next journal entry, dated in 2134, about 150 years before the current year of 2277, reads, "What the hell was that? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Where is it? Where? Safe and sound. Jesus, they bled so much, but I kept it clean. Clean. Shit. More. Got to move. Got to keep it safe." Who is this and what happened, we may never know. A new journal entry, 1 month later. My skin. Barely any left. One of them now. But they know I still have it. Stay back. Back, you. You and you too. Over there. Yes. One of us. Ugg Qualtoth is returned. We may not know who Ugg Qualtoth is, but it appears to be supernatural. The final journal entry, a few days after the last one, reads, Ugg Qualtoth. I came, back this time. Deep temple, no light, no flesh. Deep temple, born deep temple died. Ugg Qualtoth again. Returned. And then It ends. The memory capacity has been reached within the computer, and the recording stopped. Whoever Elg Qualtoth is forgotten. Or so we hope. We have little time to gather what we just read as a ghoul runs into the room and we have to kill him. So many ghouls within this building, so much death and destruction and horrors within. On the second floor, we can find another locked door. This door, an average lock. Upon opening, we are encountered with more paranormal activity. Something or someone is very angry at us. They do not want to be disturbed. A dead body lies on the ground in front of a computer with several ammunition crates and a medical box to our right. Some useful loot as we continue through this hell house. We mustn't wonder for long what happened to this dead man. Upon hacking the terminal, we can find out what his fate was. We find a data entry which reads, "Here I am, trapped in a room by myself, typing on a terminal, trying to keep myself busy. Hell, trying to keep myself sane. I don't know what it is about this place, but I want to get out of here. Yeah, get out of here. I can't even bring myself to open that damn door again. I hear those things wandering around outside, sniffing, screaming, doing whatever they do. When I first got here, I thought the place was abandoned and went around looking for anything to scavenge. 5 minutes later, I'm in this room, scared half out of my mind. Things started chasing me. I fired a few shots, missed, and ran through the darkness. Ah, shit. Told old Billy to meet me here and bring some extra ammunition and grenades. That was 3 days ago. Poor guy probably didn't make it too far. Those things better have given him a quick death. Listen to me, babbling like a damn fool. Billy's all right. I'll just stick here until those things go away and meet up with him. Ha! What a story I have for him." As we continue our trek through the second floor, we're confronted with another ghoul. They don't stop. They just keep coming. Their screams, a constant reminder that ghosts are the least of our worries. Inside a small supply closet, we can find a medical box, no doubt useful for our journey, along with a copy of Dean's Electronics. A nice little reward for our efforts so far. Now we can finally leave this area, and we will continue towards the back of the building. After navigating our way through a maze of hallways, we find a room in complete disrepair. A ghoul confronts us at the beginning and tries to kill us, but he ultimately fails. Due to the decayed state of this room, the several ghouls below us are unable to make their way up to us. We use the various frag grenades we have found in our journey in order to take them out. It proves to be very effective, but some of the ghouls are smart and are able to run away, forcing us to come down to face them. On this level, we can also find a bathroom with some jet, drugs, and a toilet. No doubt someone was having a good time. We make our way down to the first floor of this room, and we have to kill those ghouls which tried to evade our grenades. This collapsed room serves as an eerie reminder that, despite the fact this place is filled with ghouls, ghosts, and God knows what else, the building itself is probably the biggest threat to us. And finally we find an exit, but not to salvation, but to hell. the Virulent Underchambers. Miraculously on this desk lies Jaime's last journal entry.
Sharp knife. Sharp knife to send him to Deep Temple. Flay and say my words. Abdul comes again on the Feast of the Weaker. Feast for the Deep Temple. Born again. Here. Al-Hazared. Yes. Yes.
What was that about? Was it related to Ugg-Qualtoth? We can only find out by descending through the collapsed ruins of the Dunwich Building. We hear running below, screaming from the ghouls, and we can find several waiting for us to make our way down. Thankfully, we are able to take out many of them from the floor above, making it one of the easiest battles we've encountered yet within the Dunwich Building. We make our way through what we can only assume are old maintenance tunnels. Winding, confusing. Who knows what they were built for over 200 years ago. But they descend further into the ground. We can hear more screaming from what appears to be another ghoul. Medical supplies, very useful at this point in our journey. As we enter the next room, we can find yet another ghoul waiting for us. And then we are confronted with a door to where? As we open, we hear a weird voice speaking to us. We pull out our gun as we see ghouls coming out of the ground, surrounding a statue. We open fire into a pool of the undead. Hoping that our shots hit, we are forced to retreat as the ghouls are simply too overwhelming. After this fight, we can investigate the shrine further. A dead body. Our friend Jaime. God knows what happened to him. This obelisk, what is it? Who is it? We may never know. What can be for certain, though, is that the Dunwich Company had a role to play. They are somehow connected to all of this madness. How are they connected? Who is Ugg-Qualtoth? Well, these are questions for a different day, but for now we can rest easy, knowing that the Dunwich Building has been cleared out. The ghouls within are dead, however, the undead will remain forever. On the top of this shrine, we learn that it emits radiation at a rate of 20 rads a second, easily enough to kill a man, kill hundreds, thousands of men. So, why? We may never know. As we finally reach the end, we are given our reward, a melee bobblehead. Was it worth it? It's hard to say, but at least we can hopefully save the lives of anyone else who may dare venture into this place in the foreseeable future. Upon seeing the exit, we have an overwhelming sense of joy. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Unexplored Capitol Wasteland. This was a special episode intended for Halloween, but I also wanted it to stand the test of time and to serve as documentation of the Dunwich Building. These days there is so much information about Dunwich and the owners on YouTube and the rest of the internet that it's sort of an iceberg. But this was a really fun location to explore, to see the origins of the Dunwich story. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you have any recommendations for the next video, please post them in the comments section below. And as always, until next time.